Thank you, Phil, for that message. Makes me think that the Lord is the Lord of the harvest, the Lord that calls us with purpose, purpose of fellowship with Him, purpose of service to others, incorporation within His family. We are thankful. Living in this community, we're mindful of what it means to harvest, what it is to be dependent in growing things. And so, as our offertory today, I'd like to sing the garden song. Thankful for our farmers, thankful for the community that farmers build here. Farmers instill a certain culture of hard work, of reliance on things that are out of their control. Farmers know that better than most people tend to recognize in their own lives. Farmers recognize that every week, every year. Things are not in their control. But the Lord of the harvest, He is in control. And we're grateful for that. And in thanks of a season that wasn't too wet, too dry, too hot, too cold, too sunny, too cloudy, we give thanks. We give thanks for our farmers. I'm sorry?
And a beautiful fall.
And a beautiful fall. Inch by inch, row by row, gonna make this garden grow. All it takes is a rake and a hoe and a piece of fertile ground. Inch by inch, row by row, someone bless these seeds I sow. Someone warm them from below till the rain comes tumbling down. Pulling weeds and picking stones, we are made of dreams and bones. I feel the need to grow my own while the time is still at hand. Grain for grain for grain, sun and rain, I find my way in nature's chain. I tune my body and my brain to the music of the land. Inch by inch and row by row, I'm gonna make this garden grow. All it takes is a rake and a hoe and a piece of fertile ground. Inch by inch and row by row, I'm gonna bless these seeds I sow. Someone warm them from below till the rain comes tumbling down. So plant your rows straight and long, temper them with prayer and song. God above will keep you strong. He will give you love and care. An old crow watching hungrily from his perch in yonder tree. In my garden I am free as that feathered thief up there. So inch by inch and row by row, gonna make this garden grow. All it takes is a rake and a hoe and a piece of fertile ground. Inch by inch and row by row, someone bless these seeds I sow. Someone warm them from below till the rain comes tumbling down. And that leads me to my very next question, which I know you're anticipating, right? You know what the question is, right? How are Christians like a pumpkin? I know that's on your mind. And to answer that very, very pressing question, Kelly Rose is going to talk to us for a moment.
Well, yes, that was a great segue.
Smooth, right? And I need you in front of the camera, okay?
I'm sure you can all hear me. I have a big mouth. As we all grew up in this area, we all know if we weren't farmers ourselves or even garden makers, we definitely had some farmers in our history, in our family, or friends that were farmers. I mean, we are a little town and most of us lived in the outlying areas. And as a farmer, it was brought to my attention that they have to do a lot of planning. They have to know exactly what they're going to be doing next spring or how they're going to harvest in the fall. I mean, you can't just go and expect your tractor to work without doing some maintenance. So we kind of look at it like that you plan to plant that seed. Well, God has made us his seeds. And we need to make sure, as Phil has said, that we not only listen to what he says, but we also go out into the world and spread that seed. But getting back to how we're like pumpkins, God picks you from the patch and he brings you in. The scripture for that would be John 15:16. Then he washes all the dirt off of you. 2 Corinthians 5:17. He opens you up and he scoops out all that yucky stuff. He removes the seeds of doubt, fear, hate, and greed. Romans 6:6. He carves you a new smiling face. Psalm 71:23. And he puts his light inside of you to shine for all the world to see, which is Matthew 5:16. Now what I've done to let you remember this, what I've just done, is I've bought a bunch of little pumpkins and they're out in the Coffee Connection room. I want everyone to take one. I want that to be a visual reminder to you that God not only picked you, but he protects you and he loves you. Now we're going to try to do this once a month. We're going to do some sort of a fellowship thing. It might be a little craft project that you're going to do right in the pews. It might be a reading of such like I just did. But we need to come together as a church family, especially at these terrible times that we're in. I really do feel that this church can be uplifting, not just on Sundays. And so let's try to do something together and have fun together and get to know each other a little more. So thank you.